So you are considering yeah, tonight. I see you, you see me. Yeah. And the pastor, paying homage to Buddha. Lama Domba Tumden de Jin Jaba Dachamba Yanda Da Jado Damba Dawar Jeba Jadin Jamba Jivunde Hadam Enam Je Domba Je Tumden Shaja Dubala Jadalo Jado Jado Je Lama Domba Jumden de Jin Java Jamba Dawara Java Jidin Jamba Jivun de Galo Javala Nam Je Domba Zange Jumden Deva Shaja Dubala Jadalo Judo Jalo Lama Domba Jumden de Java Jamba Tavezandi Sutra Damba Devara Jaba Jidin Jamba Devunda Adamena Yedoma Zangajin Panjawa Chaja Tuvala Jatalo Jata Jeo Kante Kani Do Jatam Sachen de la Kamba Dimbo Nengani Jiden de Najoje Tezekeva Jala Ajas Agonga Jodo Zozawa Eji Jazo Zeje Rumona Taba Jide Zuna Lameba Rumbo Jani Jala Senja Damba Jimin Davesha Zedo Jala Jera Zamaji Nemi Jije Jala Taje Jidimba Tamji Jimbi Iduma Sona Yende Jazuji Deji Jala Abenda Jadawar Jura Given as on the Chidu Jura De Layan De Lava Dala Rabdone Singe Damba in the Jadala Duna Diameja Yava Puzu Zoba Je Rami Zanje Yozu Zanje Damba. Read English, the next one.
A defective view of our lamp flame, an illusion of dream of our bubble, a dream lightning a cloud, see all positive phenomena like this.
Dedication.
Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death.
Yeah, Zan Ye Jo Dan Zo Ge Janam La Jan San Je Chöram
Soge Jonam La Janchu Badu Dani Kasuchi Dani Jenyon Gibe Sonam
Sanje Chodam
Sonye Chonam La Chanchu Badu Dami Kasuchi Dagi Jinjim Libe Sonam Ki Drola Benje Sange Drukashu.
Yeah. So we should play some. We should play some gambling. Yeah, oh. Yeah, I need to start what do I? So in Dhammapada, omniscient one said, not ignorant one, but omniscient one said, oh, then oh, Chönam sembi chabate, semni zoshing undudro, kalde samsang tonani, meshing chena mitela, devajas dangades. So all the phenomena are created by the mind. Chönam simbi chepades. Simni zoshing undudro, the mind is the principle. The mind is principle. Undudro is preliminary. Before what the body does, what the speech does, what the mind does. So that is the motivation. Mind is the motivation. So before the act. So that. Then example, Buddha gave the example that so example, as the shadow, where the body goes, always shadow, the body follows. So, so that this, so I think I jumped the quotation. So the mind is the principle. Is preliminary before the means before the act of the body, speech, mind. So Kalde, then giving example, Kalde samsang tonally. Kalde means if. Samsang tonally means by generating good heart. By generating good heart, samsang tonally, and then you talk to the person. You speak to the person by generating good heart, and then you speak to the person. To benefit to that person by thinking that, then you see, using that, then you speak to the person. Missing chana mitera. Then if you do that, then the vajus down with this, and happiness comes. As a result, happiness comes out of that. This is speaking to the person, example, speaking to the person with good heart. Missing chana, so happiness rises. Then example, up to the body, the shadow follows. Shadow follows up the body, the temachins. That's the example. Always where the body goes, where the body goes. So that means there's always happiness. All that is not. There's no season, kind of like the even the crops they grow in the time. Some certain times they don't grow. None of that, you see, and also gold or the dollars or the things. The price of the property goes up and goes down. Become, all changes, none of that. So, with a good heart, speaking to somebody, the good heart is an example. But you see, anything, any action with the body, speech, mind, you do for others with a good heart. So always there's happiness, and it has no kind of decreasing or increasing. It's always same. It doesn't have like those other examples. The price of property, or gold, or dollar, or whatever it is, the price. It goes up and down. So not like that. There's always happiness. So the benefits of the good action, good karma, good action to do with the body, speech, mind, with good heart, and the result of happiness always same. There's no decreasing or nothing like that. So that's one thing. One thing that's always. And so, Yeah, so you will enjoy the happiness as a result. Because making that sentient being happy with a good heart, and then you, with a good heart you speak. That's one thing. So anyway, so the result of happiness, you see, just one benefit, some good action done to somebody, and you see, the result of happiness you enjoy for 100 lifetimes, 500 lifetimes. You enjoy that general one, that then depending on how it's done, could be more than that. So that is from one action, because they are benefiting to somebody. So 500 lifetimes, and then could see could be 1,000, 1,000 or more. 100,000 and could be more, could be, if it is stronger or something, that could be. So in your life, you see, if you do many actions, the good heart, or the body, spirit, mind towards others, then there's every day, unbelievable. You see, good karma, good action, benefit to others, with benefits to others. So, then your life, not all this, but future, life to life, about hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, unbelievable success, unbelievable happiness, it's amazing. Like that. So you can create this with your mind. Yes, it's up to you, totally up to you, with your mind. You see what Buddha is saying is totally your freedom. The total freedom you have in your hand, you have total freedom of your happiness. Not on this side. Most people in the world think just as life with only a few years, only a few months and few years, I'm not sure. You can't really say it will be alive tomorrow. Can't say, you can't put signature. You don't have clairvoyance, and you see clairvoyance to see tomorrow. To see tonight, tomorrow. Even that we don't have. So what will happen to you? What will happen to you, to the world? Cannot say. So in your country. So that can't say. But there. Yeah. So you have total freedom. If you know how to create happiness. Not only this life, but it's all the coming lives, all the coming future lives. Then greater, you can greater and greater, like sun shining in the world. Like sunshine, all the creatures can enjoy, human beings can enjoy, things grow, unbelievable benefits. There's only one sun in the world that shines, and everybody can enjoy. So like that, like that you are, I'm just giving an example, but your mind is life to life, You can have success, happiness, then you see, then you achieve not only temporary happiness, but the one before I was talking just temporary happiness. Then you see, then ultimate happiness, the cessation of not only suffering of pain, but inner life suffering, rebirth, old age and disease and death and so forth. So I just say so forth, and that includes all, that includes many. So anyway, so then suffering, temporary happiness, which is called suffering change, and during Tibetan, see, then those two come from the Tabat-Chikitung, the pervasive compounding suffering. So this aggregates, which we have 5 aggregates: the form, feeling, cognition, compound aggregates, consciousness. So these so often it's said totally under the control of delusion, disturbing thought obscuration, such as the root of oceans of samsara suffering. So disturbing thought obscuration, such as the ignorance, anger, attachment, so forth. Then totally under the control of that, not free from that, or totally under the control of this. So the action, the karma. So because of that, then the aggregate. Therefore, because of that, this aggregate is pervaded by suffering. So the suffering, so experiences suffering, all like that. You see, so if we are free from the delusion, or delusion, the wrong concepts, we're free from that, and then it's action karma. And then these aggregates do not experience suffering. Then, doesn't have to be in the nature of suffering. So that's so why this nature of suffering? Because why we're born with that? So why? So because so that you see, so because this aggregate is if it's totally free from the delusion, the ignorance, anger, attachment, so totally free from that in the Asian karma. Then it is no reason at all why we're born with the nature of suffering. No reason, no. There's no category evolution. You see, why this has to be nature of suffering? Why we have to suffer? So if you're totally free from the any delusion, disturbing thought, obscuration, then such as example, the ignorance, anger, attachment, the 3 persons' mind, the actual karma, then you see totally free from suffering. Totally free from suffering of pain, the suffering of birth, suffering old age, suffering of sicknesses, and suffering of death, you know. You don't have to experience. So, so the total explanation, you see, the Buddha, Omniscient One has taught, Omniscient One has kind of compassionate to every living being, including you, and then every living being, not left even one ant, not left out even one tiny insect. That is, when you walk in the grass, tiny insects jumping, well, you know, when you look from the bridge or over the ocean deck, there's so many tiny insects that pull out of the ocean, so much even the space, and you see sometimes where the sun rays come, sunlight come through, then depending on that, you see so much space in the sky. But when where there's no sunlight, you don't see. So yes, is I myself that sort of things, and so even not even one tiny one left out, or renounced, not left out, to compassion to every single being. See every single human beings, sura beings, asura beings, and different sentient beings. Sentient beings, not only human beings. There are many different types. So the hell beings, hunger ghost beings, the animal beings, so many different types. And then in the ocean, then the size of mountains, wells, and then also the tiniest ones, and then under the ground and in the bushes, you know. So, yeah, not even one single, they're numberless in each realm, but not left out is even one. So compassion impresses to every sentient being. Yeah. Kind to compassion of this one, because yeah, you see, enlightened, totally sees all the. He was Shakyamuni Buddha was samsara before. I had all the problems, all the emotional problems, all the depressions, and all that. You know, samsara yeah, like that. But you see, what we didn't do, and what he did was so you see, renounced the self-cherishing thought. He renounced the self-cherishing thought, and he cherished. I is just one. I is, you know, just one living being. That you are just yourself. On that. We cherish I, but that's the only one being that you are suffering, nothing. There are numberless others, numberless others in suffering. Want happiness, do not want suffering, but do not know, but continuously, day and night continuously, they destroy, they create the causes, they run. They're busy, so busy, they run to create cause of suffering, even though they do not want suffering. And constantly busy. Even though they want happiness, but they don't know the cause of happiness, as well as the cause of suffering is. Because they don't know cause of happiness, so they constantly destroy the cause of happiness. So like that, that was the don't know. So this is the nature of the sentient beings. Because we ignore the ignorance. The ignorance is such a not knowing what the cause of happiness, what the cause of suffering, what they have to abandon, and what cause of happiness, what they have to practice. They don't know. So that's the biggest mistake. They cannot fulfill their wishes. The 16% beings. So they constantly suffer. You see, so constantly want the happiness, but don't happen. So anyway, so like this is what I'm saying. Yeah. So Buddha, omniscient one, and explained Kasore. He achieved Buddhahood means total cessation of the obscuration, not only gross but subtle. Total obscuration, and Buddha achieved a completed realization. So nothing more to realize. That's Buddha, named the Buddhahood. So, so the eons ago, long time ago. Then she descended in this world. There's 4 continents. This universe is 4 continents, and this southern continent where we are. And so Buddha descended in this southern continent only with compassion for us sentient beings, including every one of us. Compassion embracing to every one of us. Every sentient being, every one of us. Then you see, then revealed and have shown 12 holidays. 12 holidays to show us sentient beings. Basically, the 4 Noble Truth and true suffering, true cause of suffering, true suffering, what is suffering? Because there's a cause of the suffering. So it comes from the cause. So cause is created by our mind. You know, this wrong concepts, you know. And of course the root is not knowing what is I. Even though we talk day and night, you know, whole life, I don't this, I want this, I want that, I'm happy, I'm not happy, all day long, all day and night, you know, whole life, I you know, but we don't know what is I. Got very strange. Yeah, but if you look for I, can't find. If you look for the I, can't find. From the tip of the hairs down to the toes, you look for, you can't find. You can't find the I in the hospital. You do surgery, can't find the I. So anyway, no way you can find. From the tip of the hairs down to the toes, no way you can find the I. Because the real I that appears to you and you believe 100%, can't find anywhere. And on neither your body nor your mind, even altogether, you can't find anywhere. And you can't find neither that nor in the world, nor in nor in the world you can find anywhere. So, yeah, so that's if you look for, you can find. But then you see, can't find. So, but then you see, can't find. But then you see, that's what it. Appearing to a real I and 100% in trust. So then, then you see, that so you see, after the consciousness, your consciousness conceived in mother's womb, and the egg sperm from the father, the egg from mother, the kasure met together, and so the consciousness conceived on that, and then you see, then you see continuation from past life. The real I appeared, and you entrust in that. 100% you see, interest in that there's the real I, then the real I, then you see, yeah, that believe in that interest, that appearance. And then because that and mind, me and my mind, real mind, my and I and mine. So then you see others, real mind and real others. So like that. So then you see which is, if somebody you're so selfish, or you're so bad, or you're so cruel, or you give her or tea or money or something to somebody, and the person didn't thank it to you. If the person didn't thank, kept quiet, then got very angry. You get very angry, or like the person harmed me, So the me is the real one. So I is the real one. So he didn't think me, So get very angry. Dhammsala, long time ago, I was going to dialectic school to meet somebody. I think maybe Gerrit or to meet a monk, a student. I think, I met one. I think this monk, dressed kind of little like Theravada, sort of something like that, yellow. Anyway, the Korea, I'm not sure. Of course, that was my mistake. So as I was going down, he did like this with the two hands. Of course, that was my mistake. I did like this. So that was my mistake. Sorry, I should have done something like that, but I didn't do. So I did like this. So when I reached in the monastery, then the monk all the way come back to tell me, I did it to you like this, but you did like this. He was very upset. He was very upset. So I apologized to him. So I was in proper mood. I wasn't practicing Dharma. So I should be very humble, you see. But I don't. So he came all the way, returned back, all the way, come back to tell me, to this. I did this to you, but you did this. Anyway, so see. So then you say, so the attachment, you see, because attachment, first of all, there's the ignorance, root of samsara, root of all your suffering, all your problem, root of all your depression, everything, you see. The wrong concept, the ignorance, holding the real I, as entrusting the real I, reality not there. If you look for, can't find, even though you believe it. If you look, I can't find. So no way in the world. And that this ignorance, interest, this appearance of real, then then on the basis of that. Wrong hallucination, or the hallucinated I, false I, then on the basis of that, and then the attachment rises. on that basis. But if there's no basis of that attachment, there's no way to rise attachment at all. And neither, no attachment, no anger, any delusion, pride, anything. There's probably, yeah, I mean, there are 5 delusions or 253, as I young Bhagirish, 253, as I, no, let me see. 84,000 delusion. So by my so many from 3% mind, you know, the root is ignorance. It's your wrong concept. The 84,000 delusions, but so much, you know, expanding. But you see now, so all those. If you don't have the base, if you don't have the hallucination, this false I, this real I, if you don't have that hallucination, if you're not entrusting that, even though it appears, but it isn't. If you don't believe in that, if you don't believe in that, and don't entrust in that, by realizing it false, and not only that, by seeking that, seeking the wrong concept, the ignorance, and or the negative imprints piled up on the mental continuum from beginningless rebirth. So if you see the ignorance and then leaving the imprint, collecting the imprint, all the galaxies. So the Kazuri, the Kazuri, the Kazuri. It's like this. Example, like audience, where magician person with the material substances, with the mantra, creates or the whole city. Not true, but he illusion the people, their senses, illusion people, the jewel palace, I mean, all kinds of things. Whole city can create by the magician person. So some people, I mean, it's unbelievable thing. So some people who don't know it is illusion by the magician person, then you see, believe it, not only appearing, but as it appears real, then that appearance, and then he or she entrusts that to the real. Not knowing the magician persons created the hallucination without knowing that. So there are people, they're like that. They're like that, like that, you see, it's a real I that appeared, and that's total trust, believe in trust in that. So there's two, so that is a good example of what we do, what we not only today, but from birth time. And not only from birth time, from beginningless birth, we have been living the life in this hallucination and with this wrong concept. And so like that audience who don't know this is created by this the hallucination and created by magician person. deny that and believing everything real. It is appears real, everything real. Does not is hallucination. All the exactly same, like that. Then who realized ultimate nature, the truth of the I. You see, this I is false. This real I is false, and never existed this I from beginningless rebirth. Even size of an atom doesn't exist. Who realized the ultimate nature, emptiness, the truth of an I. You see, by realizing that, then who realized that I really appearing, that it totally have been entrusting that from beginningless rebirth, then that is, you see, false. That false view. So, but recognize that false view and concept, the ignorance, believing 100% entrusting that is a wrong concept. So by recognizing, by realizing this, and then this is like the magician person. Or magician person, he has appearance. He has the appearance is the hallucination. As people see, also he sees, but he doesn't believe. But because he knows that this is his own creation, a magician, the mantra or the substance creation, he knows it's created by him, so it's not true. Like that, even though he has appearance, but he knows it's not true. The same as when we dream, we recognize the dream is a dream. So there's appearance, but you don't believe. You see, so in the dream, you see, when you recognize the dream, then you know, the sharp things or things, they can't go through, you don't have pain. Sharp things or something, you see, when you recognize the dream, then you purposely do that because it don't hurt, it doesn't cut your bodies in pieces, and when you wake up, you have the body, you have nothing wrong. So that's that, you see. So it's like recognize the dream is a dream. It's like you see, you walk through the sand, and then sunlight hit on that. You see, so because of that you know there's no water at all. But when you look at back, you came through that. You're going to look at back, and then you have vision of water. There's no, you know that you came from that, so you don't know. You know there's no water at all. But when you look at the back and looks at that water, you see, you have the vision of, so you have mirage. So you see, so this is similar. You see, who has a mirage and knows there's no water, it's like that. And there's another person who doesn't know it's a mirage, and then you see, who really believes there's water. Oh, so like that, you see. So we have been like this, sorry to say this, but we've been like this from not only today, this morning, not only from birth time, from beginningless rebirth, we have been living life like this in hallucination. Sorry for that. So that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest source of our problem, all the depression, all the millions and millions of people in the West, and the depression, all that. So you have every problem, whatever that you have, it's all come from that ignorance, from beginningless. So you see like that. So exactly same. Because mirage, who doesn't recognize this mirage? There's a water. You see, who totally believes there's water, even there's no water at all. Who doesn't know this mirage? Oh, that's exactly like this. And so. All that you see, kind of then they say, real I, real others, all that, then they say, then attachment, anger, all this, because on the basis of that wrong view, because on the basis of that, what I gave an example, so the real I, and on that basis of that, then they say then the attachment, you see, see, the real on the basis of the real I, then the real mind or real my body, my mind, my, my children, my husband, my wife, and my family, my this, what, and my possession, my this, my that, everything's real. And then, so you see, so the attachment to that, and then, something opposite, somebody did something wrong against your attachment or against your self-cherishing thought. Then that another one is a big, very big one is the self-cherishing thought arises from that root ignorance, self-cherishing thought. You see, that the I is there are numberless numberless omniscience, numberless, the holy beings, bodhisattvas who renounce I, only cherishing numberless sentient beings, all that. But you see that now the number, even the ordinary being, there are numberless human beings in numberless universe that scientifically mentioned to not only Buddha, and then numberless suras, numberless asuras, then numberless helpings, numberless hungry ghosts, numberless animals. Oh, there are numberless universe, so there are numberless like that, you see, so so now I've got what was I saying? What I was saying before? What I was saying? Self-cherishing. The one big thing about self-cherishing was arising from that. That's right. So you see that, among all that, all numberless in its real, so among all that, I'm the only one. That, see, because most precious, most important, most precious, you see, most important. But why most important then from this end? You are more important this end. You are more important this person. This one person, not many. I'm talking about one person. You are more important, or this person more important? Whose eyes are more important? whose happiness is more important. So, you see, so the self-cherishing thought, among all this numberless sentiments, just ordinary sentiments, numberless. Among all that, so I'm the only one most important. I'm the only one most important. Most precious. But you see, there's no logical reason. But there's no logical reason. You see, why it is more important? It is just dictatorship. The self-cherishing thought is a dictatorship. You see, people in the world do not like generally the dictatorship. But of course, there's a good and bad. You see, who has omniscience, who has clairvoyance, even not omniscience, even didn't omniscience, but at least clairvoyance, know the future, what will happen to the people, and you see, who has compassion to every living being, to every sentient being with compassion. You know, do not cherish I, cherish others who are numberless, cherish others as oneself. As we renounce others, we cherish ourselves, you see. So, you see, but that person, renounce I and cherish. As we renounce others, that person renounce I and cherish only others who are numberless. As I, as oneself, you see, cherish. As we cherish I. So like that, you see, so person's attitude like this, compassion, embraces, whatever. So then even didn't have omniscience. Of course, omniscience, knowing past, present, future, directly order the mind can read and the suffering, all the needs, what is the need for every living being, and who can reveal, shown every methods that what everyone needs. Of course, so it's like the example, for example, is a mother who loves her child most than herself, who cherishes her child most than her, or than even herself. So, kind of, does everything best what she can think best to her child, and to don't harm, you see, for example. So, you see, like that, you see. So, I mean, 100 billion, zillion times more than that. And there's somebody who, omniscience minds, darkly seeing past, present, future, then can read emergence, know everyone's suffering, every method, what fits to everyone, numberless beings in the realm, knowing everything, what is the method, what is needed to obtain, to be free from suffering, to obtain happiness, from life to life, even within one life, gradually then bring to not only free from samsara, but even bring to peerless happiness, the total cessation of obscuration, the subtle obscuration, and the completion and realization of the Buddhahood, and that Sanskrit names of Buddhahood. So you see, so that of course one being who decides, who revealed, who helped all living beings, all the sentient beings, like your child, like the mother's, zillion times more than that, the mother, own child, you see. More than that, you see. So the Katsuri, that's Katsuri. Even one doesn't have the omniscience like that, even not high like that, can't see like Buddhahood or Buddha, even not like that, but somebody clear finds, so can see the past and future. So conceal so much the past and present, future, the needs, and then compassion to everyone, the embrace, like child, you see, like the father, mother, taking care of child, all that was looking after everyone. Then with wisdom, you see, not only compassion, but with wisdom. That you see, they're positive dictator. Positive, I don't know what you call dictator or not. That one, you see, I'm not sure what you can call the Buddha dictator. that becomes like calling Buddha dictator. But so it doesn't fit. I don't think it means dictator means with a selfish mind. You see, whatever you do for others, your country, your population, whatever you do, but your main aim is your power, reputation, so yourself, so motivation, selfish thought. And everything what you do even looks like helping people, but actually reality is to gain power, reputation for yourself also that with not thinking the happiness of sentient beings. So you see, the main aim has to be the sentient beings' happiness, and you and sentient beings, you and your population, the countries, your population, the happiness of the first. And so that's the dictator, isn't like that, you see. So that's what then, if you live like that, and then sooner or later, everybody will see you there, because everybody will revolt and they protest, like Syria, or like many countries, in the fight with civil war, and then people will refuse, go run away, then sink in the ocean, the boats, so many crowds, and sing it all. So unbelievable the suffering, people. So this is what happens. So we will all the time we hear the problems that people come to the country there. Oh, anyway, so the self-cherishing thought also came from that ignorance. So that ignorance I described before, so came from that. So cherish that you are the most important, you are precious. So there's no logical reason. That is dictatorship. It's I want. I can give, you can give harm to anybody. You can kill anybody. You can harm to anybody, but nobody can harm you. You see the self-cherishing thought. Nobody can harm you, me. But I can harm to anybody, I can kill anybody. Or you see, if you want, or what's like that, you see. No logics. or dictatorship, self-cherishing thought. You have to know the dictatorship. If you are living life with the self-cherishing thought, then you are living life, you are following your dictatorship, the self-cherishing thought. Or then you see, from there, people don't get happiness, happiness with this life, happiness for future lives, all the future lives. And then ultimately happiness is liberation from samsara. They don't get, then they get peerless happiness, the Buddhahood, the enlightenment they don't get. Or if you live life, if you live your dictatorship, self-cherishing, all like that. So it harms you, it harms also numberless sentient beings, the self-cherishing thought, the dictatorship. Or if it has been harming you from beginningless rebirth, then harming to all sentient beings. There's no one sentient being within harm. So from beginningless rebirth with the self-cherishing thought. Like that. So see, then you see the attachment. So we have that hallucination. You see, then false eye. The interest in that, because ignorance, believe that. On the basis of that, the attachment, anger, all the other delusion rises. Without this hallucination, now the Buddha, sorry, I must finish it. So now the Buddha, you see, Buddha has completed the path, the wisdom directly perceiving emptiness. Realize the emptiness, not only that, you see, Pakpa are in part of the wisdom directly perceiving emptiness. The those gradual depart of uninterrupted path. So and then the liberating path, all the different things, the rising path, mental, you follow all that. Then you see, they are able to seize the delusion karma. You're able to seize the ignorance, the karsa, the root of samsara. You're able to seize. Then not only the gross development, but even subtle developments. The negative imprint left in the mental continuum by the past, the ignorance, delusion, the ignorance, or the subtle negative imprint on the mental continuum from beginningless rebirth. Even you seize that, totally seize that, and by actualizing the Mahayana path, the great vehicle, the bodhicitta, and the wisdom as a directly perceiving, or then able to seize subtle obscuration. Or then you see your mind is pure, totally pure. When you become Buddha, so you have no dualistic imprint, the negative imprint, even the subtle one, left by the past ignorance. So they didn't have totally ceased in that, even the subtle imprint, total dualist mind, totally ceased the imprint. You see, totally ceased. So therefore there's nothing to project the phenomena that your mind has merely imputed. There's nothing to there's nothing to that your mind is merely imputed. Samsara, nirvana, the enlightenment, the whole thing. So there's nothing that which project, you see, like you make a film in the put in the machine, then with the electricity you project on the movie screen like this here. Movie screen. You project, you see, or you decorate on the phenomena so that your mind is merely imputed. Then you, next thing, you decorate it this, from the negative imprints, subtle negative imprints, and even the subtle negative imprint, decorate, project the true existence, the existence from its own side, the phenomena existing from its own side, or exists by itself, or real one. By using ordinary words, so what appears for us, how we believe it, or real one, the real, like emotional I, the real one. So like that, you see. Oh, so you see, Buddha totally completed the limited path, the Mahayana path, and totally sees the negative imprint, dualistic, so it causes dualistic mind and dualistic imprint, and the project and the decorated dualistic view. So that that totally, so there's no duality, there's no this negative imprint totally ceased. The subtle imprint totally ceased. Mental is totally pure. So that time, then you don't have this duality view, false view. You don't have that. Like for us, the real I, all the phenomena, whatever. So sense object, six sense object, everything appeared. Form real, sound real, taste real, tangible to real. So the five objects, all the six sense objects are real. See, all that you don't have that. The hallucination, Buddha doesn't have that. Like that, you see, all like that. So there's three ways of perceive. That's what three ways. There's a kind of three, not three ways perceiving object. You see, one according to the everyday our life from beginningless. You see this. As I gave example, mirage. Who doesn't know it's mirage? Who believe there's water there because you have vision of water. Oh, that like that we everything appear real, then believe real. Everything also like that. A dream who doesn't know this is a dream. You doesn't know that you're dreaming. You don't know you're dreaming. And believe it's real, everything real. Whatever happens for example, you become president of Australia, in the dream, or you married with somebody, you married with President Trump. In the dream, in the dream. Then you got even one son, one daughter in the dream, So you got lottery, or you got lottery, you got $1 billion lottery in the dream, you got a lottery, $1 billion. You found something in the garbage or something. Anyway, so but you see, you don't know you're dreaming. You don't at all. So totally believe real. But you see, in the dream, other so much party, enjoying over so much. Oh, there's so much trouble, blah, 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 blah. So much trouble, unbelievable trouble. Your hair's all become white and many wrinkles and so worried, many wrinkles and even you become a very old man in the dream. So like that, you see. Yes, I will that. I mean, it's only 5 minutes. You see, people doing some building will still work with. 5 minutes you go to sleep, and then you unbelievable trouble, unbelievable hard life. All your body becomes so old and. So within half hour or something, you see, those happen. So that's the example on the story like that. So anyway, to show the meditation on emptiness, and so then we see when you wake up, you're not wife, not husband, not President of America, not wife, husband, or wife, not husband, President Trump, a child with President Trump. Anyway, so yeah, so so anyway, so the kasore. So the kasa. So the how we start the I is first of all, see the base, valid base. Valid base. For example, you can't label I on the I. You can label I this mark or this table or I. You see. Your shoes, your kaka, or you see, you can do that. That's not valid base. So the valid base is the 5 aggregates, which what we have now. It's 5 aggregates. So the valid base. So which receives the label I. So by focus on that, then the mind focuses on that. Then there's some mind immediately, there's some mind to make up the label on the I. There's some mind continuation that then make up the label I. Make up the label I. So that concept is merely labeled, merely imputed I. You see. Merely imputed I. So that is most unbelievable subtle what the I is. Most unbelievable subtle. Then there is no I other than that. We don't have I other than that. No, that's it. I, what exists is, that's it. Nothing else than that. Nothing else than that. If it is slightly more than that, not exactly like that, but slightly more than that, means existing from its own side. Then there is a mathematical not Samatantrika, mathematical person view. The Gakcha, the objectively reputed. Objectively reputed. Exact. Exact. Not the previous schools. Sudantra, Baba Shiga Sutra to the Mandarin school. The close one is Mother Makeup South Andriga. So the right view is, do not exist totally from its own side, but it's labeled by mind, and it exists from inside to both. See, so that's the right view. Totally do not exist from its own side. But now what South Andriga Madhyamika believed is right, but that's true. That's exact objectively reputed according to Madhyamika Prasanga school or the philosopher. This is the extremely subtle objectively reputed. So this order, if you see this one's false. If you see the eye like this, it's not. It's middle-labeled, but it's not middle-labeled by mind. So then seeing not middle-labeled by mind, that is exact the subtle object to be reputed. Subtle object to be the eye to be reputed, to realize empty as it is empty, as it is not there at all. In Shitala Misiba, so you see in the existence, it do not exist in the existence now. So that Gakcha object, that I, total. So by recognizing this false, then it's just a minute. It's just a minute to realize this empty. Just a minute. Then, that is the unmistaken emptiness. The person gets view the person gets view the unmistaken right view the person got school. This is the only one, not other schools view, which can cut which can eliminate the cause of root of samsara, the ignorance, holding the interest in the eye, it's not merely the mind, but something slightly more than that. That is, the realizing, that is totally non-existent. This is only one. There's only wisdom that you can eliminate the root of your root of samsara. If you don't like suffering, then you have to realize the person will view the emptiness. Then to realize that, but you have to recognize the hallucination is false. You have to recognize exactly the person can view the emptiness, the object reputed, gajatama, self-object reputed, and yes. So therefore, it's helpful to learn, this is before the Madhyamika Prasanga school, see the wrong concept, the root of samsara, and they write you, see? Then then you understand that to understand that the mindfulness school, then the Sundara school, the Babashka school, they Rudu Samsara, they found Rudu Samsara, and then what they explain, they view emptiness, what they but even though it's not exact, but it's not complete, but it becomes a step by step. Then you realize, because it helps to realize person view. That. Oh, that doesn't happen just like that. You have to have a strong devotion that looking at you make connection. Guru, the self-disciple, there's a guru. Even you received a few even few syllables, room or teaching, so you got received as a disciple guru, all that's all thing. Oh, then to everyone you have a strong guru devotion, seeing the Buddha from your side, and by looking at the Buddha, then as a result you are able to see the Buddha. So the strong guru devotion. Then from that devotion you receive blessing of Guru in your heart. Oh, then you do continual strong, intense purification and collecting merits. Oh, so then you see with all this combination, conditions together, like the soil and water and seed plant inside. So you all the right soil condition, all you put together, all then seed grows. So by putting water, seed grows. So the same as putting water, the Guru's blessings by receiving in your heart, Guru's blessing, then the Guru's blessings, or like putting water, or then your mind is Buddha nature, totally empty, our existing from the society totally empty, totally ultimately totally pure. Not one is with delusion, not one is ignorance, anger, attachment, anything. So the ultimate truth, the mind is totally pure. So then, basically that, and then you see, then this past imprint. So if you past life, you read a lot of teachings from Buddha's teachings from emptiness, like reading Dhamma Kalsura, like Heart Sutra, reciting prayer. So you see, you recite by thinking. Otherwise, without thinking, then it's the lighter God are playing. But by thinking the meaning. So even though you don't understand, but keep the mind in that what you're reciting or reading. So mindfulness, so that if you don't know. So then we live so much imprint in the mind, or receive so much teachings on empty, or lots of imprint, and then then you see, or meditate so much, or the however then what the conditions come together, all this strong good devotion, all that. All then is a minute, they should manage all the the clicks, or then you see, then minute the clicks mind. So then you see the then if fortunate, if you are so much fortunate, then you see that even one or two words, even one or two words you hear, and it makes us, you know, you have a, strong, real direct understanding, awareness, and then realization. So certainly you open, you know, open your mind up and say, realize only that you see. It's not that I have a realization, not that at all. It's not that. It's how the elder meditators, and how they explain the experience, all that like that you say. So the very scientific, the Guru devotion, all these things, what I said, it's very, very scientific. It's like the clock watch or the TV or whatever. If things together, it's able to function. So it's very, very scientific. So only through meditation, then only through practice, you are able to tell the reality. Otherwise, you may think it's just a garbage or just believe lots of beliefs and doesn't happen, or you may think like that. So, but then through your practice, you see, something, for example, some stories, people who hasn't been in that place, people are hard to believe you, or you just believe, you just, you know. But then you go, but then yourself go in that country, then you'll see everything, then you know, so it's like that, you see. So I'm not going to talk all on. I have a habit going on and on, tomorrow and after tomorrow. So you see, what I'm saying is, you know, what I'm saying is that, you know, in the West, people spend years and study the fish, different types of fish, or spider, or fish, dolphins. You know, there are 6 dolphins, 4 dolphins, 6 dolphins. They always go by boat and they spend many hours. You know what they do, and they put the electricity, what they put to come to know what they are. They put this, what do you call it? Tracking device. Tracking device. And then, yeah, then they go there to watch whatever, yes, they learn. So is it, or spider or something. So you see, in the West, people, you know, the most precious hymn, the one time we have received most precious human body, there's something like this, yes, so you see there like this example, you know. But what about now, mind? What about do the same thing, we work for the mind. Do the same thing, now we work for the mind. To develop your heart, develop your realization. I mean, to realize this truth. I mean, this is emptiness and this ultimate truth. It's the most important Buddhism, you see, most important Buddhism. It's to realize, if you know what is the truth, then you come to know what is the false in your life. If you don't know the truth, you don't know what is false. You will know that. So most important you don't need to suffer extensive suffering or samsara, again endlessly. From beginning we did beginningless, but then again We don't, again you see, there's danger, we don't do anything, don't prove your mind, to realize the emptiness, then endlessly we suffer. Endlessly we suffer again. So the most important, you see, so to as much as possible in this life, we develop our mind, mental continuum, to develop as a better heart, better human being, better. Then even we didn't realize in this bodhicitta and emptiness in this life, but we make our mind closer to realize the next life. At least even that. See, so as much as closer. That. So they say. So they meditating, studying the teachings. So they hear Geshe, here to teach. They got all that is, the philosophy and Noramrim, the two Kasuri Kainga, so they detail also the Sutra, the Buddha's teachings, how to achieve, how to free from samsara, because by realizing empty, by developing that, and then how to prevent samsara, then how to achieve enlightenment, to learn how to anyway. So to meditate, to read as much as possible, so especially Dhammankara Sutra, Hatha Sutra short, Dhammankara Sutra, to write Hatha Sutra, some correct teachings, and the possible is to be correct from the copy. So write, I can unbelievable merit to write each syllable of teachings of Buddha's teachings of professional wisdom. Then you collect merit, culturally extensive merit, you made offering to numberless Buddhas, scarce for offering to numberless Buddha, or then the writing one word of wisdom is so much merit you collect. Or the Dhammankara Sutra, or then it purifies unbelievable negative karma collected, negative karma collected, with the sentient beings, with the whole object, with the sentient beings, so much negative karma, so fire, the negative karma without interruption, without break, sorry. All the real Dhammankara Sutra, all the pure was unbelievable. So the real Dhammankara Sutra, you see, leave aside. By hearing one time, then you see, by hearing one time, by hearing one time, then you have the faith, just keeping the faith. The Dhammankara Sutra, Buddha's teachings, the teachings on emptiness, and you see, you collect far more merit than you see. So I'm doing this so that it can stay longer in your mind, in your brain. It gets carved on the brain. So we have in Solukumbu in Nepal, there's one person who doesn't has much faith in Dhamma or Manipima, but doesn't have understand Dhamma, I mean the philosophy of London. Somebody has a good heart. Somebody very good heart, but they always carve Omani Bembe rocks. People ask him to carve them. Then when he died, you see, when he died, the skull flew in the sky, and dropped. It is Omani Bembe. So it is kept in one monastery, Solokumbo, like that. So this is it's a pure. It does not dharma, just faith, samsara. It does not even implement. So besides philosophy, just Guru heart and the capture all his life of money people ask to carve on the rocks. So see, like that. So when you die of fire, the like a skull jumps up. As a Jambhagan Sutra prayers. So anyway, you're correct. Just having faith in Dhamma Sutra. You may charity your body equally in number of the atoms of the river Ganga, cent grams of river Ganga, India. That many in the morning, you may charity for something in your body. Then at noon, you may charity your body to the sentient beings. Again, you see, the exact number of the cent grams of river Ganga. Any time you may charity again, you may charity your body again to sentient beings. As a number according to the cent grams of river Ganga, or 2 times. Like that, not just one time. Gavachava, for eons. How many eons? 10 million eons. Gavachava takchi is I think a trillion. Takchi is a trillion. Oh, that much benefit. All right. Unbelievable. Then you see so much negative karmas. If you think I've created much negative karma in my life, or towards the parents, or very powerful object, create much negative karma, harming to the parents, and then so or the guru, or just in there. So you purify by doing Dhamma, even don't understand all that. Oh, then you see, when you die, the Lord of Death checks you what you did, how you lived your life, and then you find out Dhamma Karsuta, then exception, don't go to low realm. So that much I think the most important realize emptiness. Can you they're meditating on emptiness. Even 5 minutes, so important. Every day to even in 1 hour, half hour, 15 minutes, or even 5 minutes, or even 1 minute. So important. So then sooner or later we close to the realization. So yeah. So now the last thing, the I focus on the aggregates, continuation that I make up the I, label I. So merely impute the I. So unbelievable subtle. I, that's all. There's no other. There's no I more than that. At all. It's all hallucination. More than that is hallucination. what is I? It's most unbelievable subtle. So subtle, sort of that. So now the next second, that's the first second. Next second, see, the I which is merely imputed by your mind. Oh, so you see, the next second, what's happening is it has to appear back to you. But you see here, it appears back to you, not merely labeled by mind. It is supposed to appear back to you, see, merely labeled by mind, but you totally forget, unawareness, no awareness, nothing. Just next second, it appears back to you. But you see, it doesn't appear merely labeled by mind, which just happened before, but not yet. So then you see, then you see the negative imprint left on your mental continuum, collected on your mental continuum from beginningless rebirth by the root of samsara, your ignorance, all the culture, you see, projected or decorated, you see, the existing from society, not merely labeled by mind. Even though it's merely labeled by mind just a second before, but you see it back totally wrong. Not merely labeled by mind. That's the most subtle one. Oh, existing from society. Oh, then you see, your ignorance, trust in that. Your ignorance, trust in that, 100%, 100% interest in that. The real interest in that. Oh, hi. So then, on the basis of that, so when you're interested in that, that time you are creating root of your samsara. Your root of the suffering. And then that becomes the base. That becomes the basis of your attachment, your anger, all the delusions. Then from that, the self-cherishing that comes. So everything built on that. Like that, you see. For example, I said this. You see, you are in the meeting, or with the people who criticizes you, but you see, but you see, with that person, after you go, especially to that person who's complaining you sit that and you listen, but at the same time, your mind is meditation. At the same time, the person is complaining to you, but at the same time, your mind is in meditation. You see, suddenly look at the eye. Look at the eye in reality, not the false. But even the false, but you see, you meditate, that is false. This real eye is false. Then you see, thy eye what exists, it's a eye what exists, it's what is merely imputed by the mind. What is merely imputed by the mind. So you concentrate on that. What is the I? There's nothing else except what is merely imputed by the mind. Relating to the valid base, aggregation. So while you concentrate on the while you concentrate on this extremely subtle I, see, they're merely impacted by mind. Oh, anger is gone. Before there was anger, now there's no anger. Or during that time, while you're concentrating, the mind is merely impacted. As an eye is merely impacted by mind. Or while you're concentrating, the anger is gone. There's no opportunity to try anger. So you can understand from that. So anger, in the other, the attachment or whatever, no rise that time. But then when the mind is distracted from that, again it's appearing, the believing real, then it can come back. You see, on the basis of that. So that basis is the unbelievable it's a hallucination, the base of all the illusions. That's unbelievable, the base. Hallucinations or then they see, that the ignorance will believe, entrusting the real they say, next second they say, then third second the ignorance, holding that, entrusting that the true, 100% true. Then that time you're creating the root of samsara. You're creating the root of your samsara. You have to recognize. You have to recognize how you create your samsara, how you create the root of your samsara. How you create the samsara. That's most important, the most important discovery. Most important, if you didn't know before, it's the most important discovery tonight. So that's the way. By knowing that I appearing from there, that was appearing as hallucination, and it is not there. Total empty. There's no even atom of that. Total empty. Then realizing that, and then then later, then as that as a cause, and then result. That's the cause and result. Then you, before the realizing absolute truth. Now, next one, redo that, realizing the conventional truth, the truth of the obscure mind. That I see, I exist in the mere name. So now you see. Now you see so very powerfully. I exist in mere name. Middle level by the mind. So when you see that, and you see the meaning of that is I do not exist from its own side. So when you see that, then I exist in mere name, mirror level by mind. So you're realizing emptiness is a unified of realizing that the I is a dependent arising, existing in mere name, mirror level by mind. And you're realizing this, realizing that the I is the image of existence. I do not exist from its own side. So realizing that self-dependent arising, merely labeled by the mind, exists in mere name. So that is that makes to realize, to see, is do not exist from its own side. So emptiness. So those two are unified. So that's the exactly the Prasangika view of realizing emptiness. So unmistaken emptiness. As long as you think you realize emptiness, but you see you are unable to bring to conventional truth how the I exists. Or you see, when you come to believe the I exists, you fell in the eternalism existing from the side. Oh, then it's not right view of emptiness. What you think you have realized emptiness, but it's not person case view emptiness. Oh, like that. So you see, many big meditators talk about emptiness, but you see, the it has to be understanding of the I exist in mere name, middle level by mind. So the emptiness should the emptiness, understanding, realizing emptiness should be unified with that. So can't unify with that, can't put together how the I existing, or then your view of emptiness is wrong. It's not correct. So you have to know that. Okay, so I think so the so you see, so therefore now you see, so you can see now by believing this I existing from a society, the real one, the emotional I is the real one, by entrusting that. And then you see, if you have power in the world, you kill many millions of people to get a happiness for this real I. To get a happiness for this real I, to get power for this real I, then you kill many millions of people. Already happened. History happened time to time. Many millions, many children killed, many millions of people killed, old people. It happened time to time. So to get a happiness for this I, to get power for this I, this real I, which is not there. But you killed many millions of people, you understand? You killed many millions of people in the world. Suffer. But unbelievable. Because I'm counting in them, but the bombs, with all this, but without the counting animals, insects, what. So the biggest danger by believing this I, this which is not there, then you're believing it's there, then this is the emotion I, then all great danger in the world and like that. It already happened 2 times. So I think already time to time happened. So therefore, besides this ignorance or trust, this cause you to suffer in the oceans of samsara, suffering this extreme from beginningless rebirth to yourself. And again, if you don't realize emptiness and have direct perception, then you will be born again, sort of endlessly and suffer. So there's this huge endless suffer. So they were so important. Not as a Dharma is the only one most important. Job, money, everything came from Dharma. The job came from past life. Those are making charity. You see, you give up the being attached and doing charity to others. So and then this one time this perfect human rebirth, this one time that we received, Lama Tsongkhapa said, this came from past life practice morality. So it came from Dharma, holy Dharma, not holy Dharma. Holy Dharma causes samsara, causes lower realm, but holy Dharma, so practice morality in the past, and practice charity. So all the money and the old job and the whatever. Well, you think it's because I got degree from university, this, that. Yes, you can say that, but that's just not the main one. That's just a condition. That's not the main one. What the main one is past life, you see, practice charity, to others. Or if I may charity, I just to tell you charity. Buddha said in the Ayatanga Sutra, even you make a single hair, size of a single hair, see, something charity to others. Then you see, how's an unbelievable merit, you don't get reborn Lord realms of 15,000 eons. 15,000 eons you don't get reborn Lord realms. Then you see, life to life, you so much wealth and so much success, life to life. Then it leads to enlightenment. Or it's mentioned in the Samsara Sutra, that charity is helping others. So important, so important. 15,000 years you don't get upon Lord. Or that ultimate enlightenment. So that. And then I want to tell you that besides this, of course, even you don't believe in the reincarnated karma, you can make charity with a good heart, you can make charity to others, you can help others, you see, in that. But now here, you see, opening mind here to Buddha Dhamma Sangha, every offering that you do to Buddha, every offering that you do Buddha, even statue, painting Buddha, statues, paintings Buddha, every offering you do, in offering, because of light, incense, water. I didn't get mentioned the other day. I didn't get to mention. So you have to understand. If it's possible, carve from the bread. So in the offering you do Buddha, even statue Buddha, Kasura picture of Buddha, or anything, see? You get exactly same merit. You met actual Buddha, and you were offering exact, not more kind of. You meet Buddha, unbelievable. But you don't. You make statue, the painting Buddha, statue Buddha. You make offerings, any offering, sacrament, prostate, or then you say less. No, exactly same. When you meet Buddha, exactly same merit you get. That you have to understand that. Then every offering you do Buddha, statue, stupa, picture of Buddha, or you see, you become, you collect unbelievable merit. Well, I mentioned the other day, but here tonight, what is mentioned, didn't mention the other night is you don't get reborn in the lower realms for the 800 million eons. 800 million eons and and I think the 4 million, 800 million for sure. I think that after that, I think 4 million, 4 million, 100% I don't remember, 4 million, something that you don't get it from oceans. The cause of course, first thing you have to know is the cause of enlightenment. Cause for you to achieve all the Buddha's quality, enlightenment. Any offering you do, any service you do, anywhere. So like that. So I want you to know that those who understand, as the mind is opened, then any offering is that benefit. Because Brahman, lady, the Brahman Tamsemo, she sprinkled sandalwood powder on the Buddha's feet. That was the actual living Buddha's feet. Buddha predicted this. She purified she purified this many eons. Correct. Negative karma, then don't get born lower realms for 800 million eons. She don't get reborn lower, and I think 4 million. I think my memory is bad, but 4 million. So that I want to keep you in your carbs and the brain. Oh, sorry, that, but so I think we have unbelievable freedom. You have unbelievable freedom. So it's up to you. Enlightenment or lower realm, samsara, nirvana, everyday happiness problem. It depends up to how you think. So it's totally in your hand. It's up to what you think, how you think. Totally up to your mind. Oh, you have to know that. I have no freedom. Especially in the way, that's women liberation. I have no freedom. I have no liberation. No, it's not true. Oh, you have all the freedom. So, okay. So, don't know the essence of Dharma is what, and so I practice good heart. You see, sincerely, every day, every hour, and whatever whatever can benefit to others, whatever can help sentient beings, insects or human beings, whatever you can, whatever capacity you have. I mean, depending on how much realization you have more realization, more capacity to help others. You understand? You understand? Whatever realization is very, very important. But how you have capacity, whatever, to help others. So, every time, every day, every hour. I mean, whatever. So that's most to live the life for sentient beings as well. That's the happiness. How to make your life happy like that? How do you make your life most happy, most meaningful, most beneficial to every helpings, every hunger ghost, every animal, the most suffering, then every human being, every spirit being, every asura, every individual, to make your life most beneficial, to bring all the happiness up to enlightenment to them. Okay, so I think, okay, so I think, cái nó lúng chỗ này, còn tính là cái lúng chỗ này, như vậy, yeah, just a room, no room. Lama tsonga bagoryo there's about 9 benefits or something like that. See, by doing this Guru Yoga practice, that your Dharma practice become to go in the right point. To go in the right point, your Dharma practice. It becomes most beneficial, your Dharma practice. So go to the right point and get really most beneficial to your mind and to if it's a bodhicitta, to realize bodhicitta, to realize the emptiness or renunciation, whatever it is. So, go to the right point, need to draw. then kaina then I don't know sure what I can remember everything. Purifying the obscurations and the obstacle for realization to benefit others and collect merits and extensive merits and and then you don't get harmed by the spirit I think maybe it's spirit called Sa. I think that one which has so many eyes in the paintings, so many eyes, and bottom part is a snake at the body. Sa. That no receive harm, protection. The Lama Tsongkhap's guru, the first guru, so Chejitandurinjin is in the country within the mountain, not on the mountain, but the side of the mountain. So one man, one lady, I think, daughter of the family became possessed by spirit and possessed by spirit, and they tried many pujas in hell. So what happened was in hell. Then what happened was they did many things in hell. So the Lama then they came informed to the Chejitandurinjin, the Lama Tsongkhap's first guru. From a very young time, I don't know how many, I forgot. Lama Tsongkhap went to Chejitandurinjin. So he advised all the things, and he did took care of Lama Tsongkhap on a very young time like that. Did so much meditation on the Saraswati and the Manjushri, jewel of wisdom. It was a very young time, and like that. So Chejitandurinjin was informed that Rinpoche sent down in the house his bead. I think it's shoes. I think his shoes. His shoes was hanging right on the daughter who became crazy. You see. Then she shouted. She was pressing by huge mountains. It could feel of a big mountain was pressing her. Then informed the Lama. I think then Lama checked at the beginning how she reacted back. So then Lama sent some beads, Paramita, some beads, put it at the windows around the house. Some beads. So then the beads appeared as a wrathful deities appeared, surrounded by wrathful deities. I think, something like that happened, and then she came to see the Lama and Kasturi. Came to see the Lama and then made a vow, if you recite Miksema, that he or she won't harm all those who recite Miksema. So promised in the Lama Tsongkhap's guru Chejitandurinjin. I think it's maybe it's yeah. Then you offered meditation, I think it might be the paralysis. I'm not sure what I have. What I have paralysis. So to never get paralysis, and there was some vow that. So that yeah, like that, just no harm from Naga and those other non-human beings, and so then particular the 6 types of wisdom. Even you practice 1 month, even you practice Lama Tsongkhapa Guru Yoga a month, the 6 types of wisdom, great and clear, quick wisdom, profound wisdom, writing wisdom, debating wisdom, explaining Dharma wisdom. So all that's, you see, meditations explained. So if you do that even a month, even just a month, then develop so much wisdom like that. See, Kasuri. Then then I don't remember one by one. So then in the future life, you get born in Pure Land. Lama Tsongkhapa's Pure Land, the material Buddha's Pure Land, Dushita, Yigachunjin. Not Dushita Dhammsala or the Dushita Delhi, but the Yigachunjin, Dushita Pure Land. Then you get, and then in the future lives, you meet Lama Tsongkhapa again. The unmistaken, the most beautiful Dharma, all the Lama Tsongkhapa you meet again. So they're about to, I don't remember everything, so that's like that. Yeah, okay. Then the long of this, okay. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, then to receive the room, for the sake of all the numberless sentiments, to be free from samsara, ocean of samsara suffering, and bring them to Buddhahood by oneself alone. Yeah, over that, oneself to achieve, need to achieve state of omniscience, and therefore I'm going to the room. Lama Tsongkhapa, I received the room from, I think, many lamas, I think. So like that. No. Namalaya Kadalana Jian Ro, the Megan Do, Gunit, the Batam Jicket, Dagi Chutin Do Candela Jokunji to Canera Kajus upon the Java Kunja Losandas, the Japan, the Mazet, Jizalaman Deves, Jindala Devesuna, the Majikan Jesus, the Javel. Katanave, Legends, the Vavangela, Mizavio, the Deveton, the Lattes, you want to anatomy, the religion, the Vanata, Moshe, children gathered the Sunaj, Jalajo, Kajitam, Savai Longa, used them, Meji, Cheva Thomas, the Jing, the Java Travis, the enemy to the Mondula, the Jupameta, Jukumbo, Legends, Zavala. That's just about Tabayamo, Jutalama, Tamakan, the Malas, the Dagaging as a big out, Nando, like a Java Jitolos and Rame. Tembe Nimborendo, Sajo Sasibika Jamento Dama, Religion, the Jambati, Sangashi, the Medeboy. You can understand the Java, show a mention on the Tamit and the lodging at the Javan, the Jitan Chigari, Los Angeles, and then Java. This is a special prayer. Pipti Lama composed it, and they condense all the quality of Lama Tsongkhapa teaching. So brevity in this, and So to pray, to actualize, not just only to learn the words, but to actualize that to achieve enlightenment person. Idama Gurana Mandala Ganayataya Mimitaveta Jinjeres to me Jimbe Umba Jambeyaga, Jangave to get on all of the Ravisalas. Mimitaveta Jinjeres to me Jimbe Umba Jambeyanto, Malutin Zara, Kanjaka to get on all of the Ravisalas. Mimitaveta Jinjeres to me Jimbe Umba Jambeyanto, Malutin Zara, Kanjaka to get on all of the Ravisalas. The challenge of the Sutra may share up into the Chitam logic to the Tomangarazan, the law, the Sutra, the challenge of the Muslim Devajamas, the Getawas, Nidajanta, change. The foundation of good quality. Yeah. Tibetan Hula. Yonde Gunje Ju Jinje Tamba Ramji Tawa Lapa Tone Baba Tomai Gova Chimbe Tambara Jinje Nje Nyabaya Tave Tansan Deshinka Nyaga Dunze Nje Agundo Nimbo Walembe Rojenje Meba Jawad Jie Jawa Janyodo Jebe Jawa Jamba Shive Jeso Ledan Jema Jinkanale Cheje Tawa Neba Tembo Nyenevi Sotachi Tawa Nanjambo Gezo Tata Ndrowa Jeba Tato Apata Temba Chinje Lo Jebe Mingo Dunga Gunjego Yede Mero Sebe Bonzo Dinyemirin Taven Dewa Tony Jambo Java Jinjilo Nanda Samba De Jamba Janda Shesha Boyu Jambo Tembe Tawa Soso Nyembo Jabara Jinjilo Rani Seso Longwa Jijindo Manju Drowa Gunja Intenda Watone Drowa Indroye Guje Changjo Samjo Jombara Jinjelo Santama Jejang Jundena Namsuala Komba Mena Changju Mendro Wajema Tone Jase Dombala Zomba Chabe Loba Jinji Lobe Yola Yangwa Shije Yangdai Dalaya Zuji Jaba Yishine Langdo Zongdu Indel Julai Jewa Jinji Lotomo Lamchang Nodu Jirwana Taba Gundia Chudra Doje de Kazan So Jobara Jinji Lo Dadara Lamsanga Lamba Songhala Jama Membe Neba Nyeju Soda Dode Songhala Jinji Lo Den Nimbo Nyanama Jiji Tone Zomba Yet Jananju Joleme Tambe Sunjen Drova Jinji Lo Dadra Ramsa Tambe Shinye Sujen Drove Tronama Jaden Jeda Nange Bazu Jebe Nyawa Shiva Jinji Alado Jawa Gunda Yangda Lama Dame Chiji Bala Lonje Sata Lamjia Yonde Razo Doye Change Gowa Yodo Ponden Zave Lama Rinpoche Daye Ningara Pemo Dejo Laka Jembo Gone Jesu Kuzo Doye Wonro Zanzo So Ponden Zave Lama Rinpoche Daye Ningara Pemo Dejo Kaje Jembo Gone Jesu De Chosan Tomo Wonro Zanzo So Ponden Zave Lama Rinpoche Dage Ningara Pemo Dejo La Kaje Jembo Gone Jesu De Changju Podo Jombo Jo Then me did all the 3 times married to Clark by me, 3 times married to Clark with may we be guided by so so we dedicated not us but even our family members who died already a long time ago or died recently or died a long time ago, but the living ones there were dedicated there. All the students. Edera Gondo Jawa Zonga Aveta Chenye Ngozo Zabe Jawe Ngabe Lamza Denye Keje Tamjang Jawa Majuro. Maybe we got to develop Zongawa in all the lifetime, being mind of virtuous friend, and they were separated from pure path that admired by all the Buddhas. To explain the Lord teaching, Metu Namda Azame Jindan, Raja Jase Jave Nindo Jeton, Renyan Nanju, Rosan Java Dandan Jawara Jo Raj. Here is the anger towards the action of the Guru, and then to be able to see the Guru's action, then because all the Buddha's action are replacing Buddha, which is receiving realization, correctly following words of random from there up to omniscience. Bande Lame Nama Tawara Kaje Tayara Jinje Labarato Mabuja Lame Jela Sama. Because doesn't know, many people do not know, or you see, most important subject, the root of the path to enlightenment, how to correctly follow the virtuous friend. Many people do not know, and you see. So the motivation beginning, sometimes some people may be right, some people not right, wrong motivation to follow the person to the Guru. So like that, sometimes hold the mind and like that. Then even heard teachings, but unable to practice. So you see, even the person did many retreat, meditation, preliminary practice, this and that. So many. I studied this and that, so many. But you see, but you see, no realization, nothing happened in the mind. The mind even sometimes maybe become worse. So much pride and so much anger and so much desire and so much mind even become worse sometimes. And then people we met with Dharma, like that, or the so you say, I've done so many things, studied so many things, this, that. But realization, changing mind is not happening. That is because it did not do the practice of correctly following God's friend, that didn't happen. And so made so many mistakes. So that made so many mistakes, and that the heaviest karma is the guru. So so many times happened, and then you see, they destroy rising hairs, anger, even 1 second, then so many eons, so many thousand eons. I mean, I don't know, 100,000, I'm not sure, 100,000, or I don't know. So many eons they get karma, because good karma is destroyed. So many times good karma, cause of happiness, success, is destroyed, to have realization, they destroy it again, so easily. So when one doesn't practice patience, so then the anger, heresy comes many times, so they destroy, so it's all the realization, all the again. So destroy for many eons, then so one is so long, so many I don't know, with the guru, I don't know, 100,000, I don't know. Merits get destroyed, that you collect, even you collect, and then the realizations put up for many years. And then about in the lower realm, suffering for many years. So 3 things about rising anger has all through the action of the guru. So like that, to the guru. So this is most dangerous. So if you're not practicing the following words of friend, the Lambrin, you don't know. So that's happened. So therefore, how much you do in the life, so much, I did this, but nothing happened to the mind. So that's one thing. That's one thing to know, to find out the mistakes, what you do, or the mistakes. So that's one thing. So that's the most important subject to learn, to meditate, so that to practice, so that, or like that. So correct following words friend. The other one is the practicing patience. Okay. So I just mentioned that, and then that's it. Yeah. Then may be able to cherish every sentient being more than sky filled with the wish granting jewel. Dane semje tamje la yin la be tanjo dribeza tato jebara zembara jo. And they do all that 3 dimensions to collect the primary, 3 dimensions to collect the numbers and numbers, but there's in the sentient being, who see me, who hears me, remember me, talks about me, seeing portraits, whatever, just by that, may all their suffering be pacified, and may they achieve all the happiness, including enlightenment. Danye Tongama Sama Jesu Jenya Regama Tamdu Jaba Samje Jangte Mola Dongwa Gunje Namba Gundu Dada Denjuruji Chanjo, Sanjo, Rinpoche, Maje, Bonadi, Java, Nyamba, Meba, Yepo, Ondabe, due to all the past festivals which I made to collect Rinpoche, I made to collect monopolies and the monopolies Buddhas. That which is mere labeled about the mind, which exists mere name. Do that with the I who exists mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists mere name. And lead all the sentient beings who exist in the mere name to that Buddhahood which exists in mere name. Lead the sentiment there and by myself alone who exists in mere name. O Jambal Bhavya Jita Jambada Kunda Sambodhi and Advakunje Jeton Dalo Jengawa Dida Tamje Rabdumo, Jebe Jawa Tamje, Moakan Rajudunga Vaye Daya Geve Tawadi Yazanga. Please pray for the, we are responsible for the world. Did all the past, the best, which the cloud of the retirement, the cloud run numberless and numberless Buddhas, made the wars that happen now and the future be stopped immediately. Even the cockroach says yes. Even the cockroach, no? Outside. Kukbara, Kukbara even says yes. And then disease and famines that happen in the world to be stopped immediately. And then to fire, water, air, earthquakes, earth, and earthquakes, anything done, all these things to be stopped immediately. And all the global problems, and the ice melts down, the oceans increase, and destroy the cities. It's happened already in the world, they're going to happen in the future, all this should never happen, because any global problems. And the perfect peace, happiness will prevail in the heart of all sentient beings by generating love and kindness, compassion, bodhicitta in everyone's heart. Especially in Australia, in this world and in Australia, that. And then the Genesis Institute, the Kasore, all the centers, FM centers in Australia, then the Genesis Institute to be most beneficial for the sentient beings. And able to Kasore. Or then FMT, the gel, the FMT, the particular Genesis Institute, to be enlightened sentient beings as quick as possible. That includes all the prayers. Due to all the marriage collected by me 3 times and by sentient being, by Buddha, then may anybody who come to Genesis Institute in the past and who came in the past, who come in now, who will come in the future, may then even all the stuffs and Genesis Institute in past, present, future, or then to be never be reborn back to lower realm, as it happened in the beginningless times, already, so do not happen that forever. And then then all the wishes be succeed immediately. Nothing become negative karma. That then just by coming here, then actualize the correctly following what is right and renunciation but the right view, that kind of actualize immediately just by coming here, and then the all the teachings what to receive and what is mentioned, then able to actualize the path and immediately. All like that is achieving enlightenment. It's quite possible. If not, then it's to be born in Pure Land where one can become enlightened or receive perfect even about the mid-minor teaching, mid-public qualified one, the Guru, revealing the mystic path to enlightenment. The baptism most holy one words, mid-achieving enlightenment is quite possible. All that. So, all of that. Okay. Thank you very much. What I spoke was a totally different subject. What I planned here, different. So I haven't begun the teaching yet. Okay, thank you very much. Good night. Many parents or many family members, many friends, many important people in the world, and many already passed, some passed a long time. So we just use the name, just talk about the name, but you can see. So soon we become like that. Soon we become like that. Like in the past many years with the Lama Yeshe, but it's now so many years ago. I mean, that's the incarnation, but you see, so the big change happened. You see. It's already a big change happened a long time ago. So soon we will become like that. People talk, written in the books, and people talk just names. Happened this, happened that, happened this. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The impermanence, unbelievable, amazing. So anyway, You see, making the life most beneficial for sentient being, most beneficial for sentient being, every day, every hour, whatever. Okay. So that seems the most important. Not only for you, for every sentient being. For every mosquitoes, for every fish, for every chickens, billions and chickens killed every day in the world. And so like the goats and pigs and... Okay, thank you very much.